What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? We back again for another episode review of the Belle Collective. Okay, this is season 3, episode 2. Falling off a cliff. Okay. As you can see, I'm back in the room, and it's a little bit later. My sister is here. She out there asleep. I don't want to be in the living room and talking a little bit loud or whatever. So I decided to come up in here, and I just got through working out, y'all. Girl, I got this new exercise bike, and bitch, goddamn, okay, these legs is finna be toned as hell. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm all happy about that. But let's just get up into the episode. So the episode pick up where we left off last week. Let me just tell you this. I don't care what nobody say. Latrice, you are not happy in that relationship with Cliff, and I feel like you putting on airs, all right? And I actually do like you, Latrice. You probably one of the few that I really don't have a problem with on the cast. But I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and be real with yourself, and you already know what your issue are. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You literally looking for a daddy figure. That's why you call that man Zeddy and all that stuff. That man literally called you a goddamn snake, okay? Called you a snake and called you a bitch to your face, all right? And did not care that there could possibly be cameras around and people can still pick up on what y'all was saying. And it was just so weird how all of that went down last week, and then when we come back this week, they back up in the M bar. Okay, they're in the M bar like nothing happened, and then Josh pop up. But she said she didn't tell Josh exactly what happened and what was said or whatever. But obviously some stuff went down that we weren't made privy to. And it was just irritating me because of the way that he came back up in there. And he was just sitting around and he was watching her or whatever. Now I understand where Josh is coming from. Now, if you didn't get what I was saying last week or whatever, when I was saying about, especially in the beginning, how Josh was being disrespectful because that is their home and you're disrespecting that man in his home because you're talking negatively about him to him, and not being, I would say grateful that they're allowing you to stay there for the time being. But at the same time, we cannot put past the fact that obviously Josh and Latrice have been knowing each other for a while, and he is being a concerned friend. Whether he is coming off or saying it in a certain way that may be deemed disrespectful or not, he is that friend that's going to speak up when he sees some mess going down. And some people need that in their lives. Some people want that in their lives. And some people say that they want it. But when it happens and it goes against what they're used to or what they're doing and it's not in agreement with them, they take issue with it. And I'm not saying Latrice is taking issue with it, because if she was taking issue with it, she would have been told Josh that he had to get out and that they can never be friends anymore because, he's disrespecting her husband. But I feel like the reason why she won't say that is because she knows that what Josh is saying is true, okay? I don't care what she try to pull, what she try to say, and how she try to convey it to us. Baby, we can see this. We saw it day one. We saw it day one, season 1, episode 1, your very first scene with y'all together. And you started telling your story. We just knew it. He is older. He is controlling, okay? And you can't say that he's not, because why that man, after y'all get into it, just because you forgot to tell him exactly where you were and he couldn't call and see, baby, what's going on and take your word for it on the phone, he had to pop up on you. And then not only do he pop up on you, he embarrasses you in the parking lot. He talks mess about your friend. And truth be told, I would not be surprised if he said some very derogatory things about him that just, goes against a lot of stuff that, you just can't say out loud, that you say in the privacy of your home. Because Cliff gives me that. Cliff really gives me those teas that, he does not like Josh for many of reasons, okay? And, yeah, that's that on that. And not only did he do that, he didn't even let you just kick it with your girls, okay? He still stayed there, and he went from being over there to sitting by y'all in a booth with people he don't even know. That's some controlling stuff, and I can't rock with it. And, we get a scene where Latrice was back at the, back at her business, Goddess Lengths, and Josh was there, and they had a heart-to-heart. And he just feels some type of way about the fact that I guess Latrice didn't really ask him how he was and, talk to him about what was said. And, I guess in a way come to his defense a little bit, because she said she wasn't going to tell him what happened or whatever. But then I think that she wound up doing it because, again, I feel like a lot more stuff was said that we were not made privy to because Josh was really hurt. From what we heard him talking about how, I'm going to snap that motherfucker neck or something like that. And that motherfucker better not be talking nothing else about me and all this shit or whatever. Okay. But for him to be upset and to feel the way that he feels, and I'm talking about Josh, I'm pretty sure something very, very disgusting was probably said derogatory about him. And Latrice probably made him known to that. And I do feel like Josh just wanted her best interest at heart. And I understood exactly where Josh was coming from. He was like, listen, at this point, I just don't know where we stand at. Like, am I still going to be friends with you? Or what do I stand? And that's the problem when you have your friends working with you and your friends being so closely involved into your relationship. And he was like, I see how you are when you come and you're talking to me and you're hiding this, and then when you're one way with me and then you're one way with another, when we get in public and all this stuff. And she was like, no, I'm just venting. I said, girl, venting or whatever you want to call it, you are hurting, okay? You are hurting. That's why you put on air sometimes, and it's okay. It's okay. Not everybody wants everybody to know what's going on in their relationship, and I'm not saying that it's probably as bad as people probably think, but something is going on. You are not happy. Y'all not even sleeping in the same room at this particular moment. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's some stuff going on, and you have to, this is why, because like Josh says, at this point, if we gonna be friends, I'm gonna just have to take a step back out of their relationship, because of course they are married and her husband is gonna be her priority. Her husband is gonna come before me. And that's just how it is. Like, I'm going to just have to take a step back out of that relationship. And this is what we say when we say y'all be having issues with y'all partners and telling them this and telling them that or whatever. But then when all that happened, and then you telling them how they ain't this and they ain't that, and you pissed off at them, which makes us pissed off at them with you. I hope this ain't crooked, because again, I am not on the balanced surface. I'm just trying to get y'all videos, because I ain't gonna be able to do it tomorrow. Don't look for Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby. I won't even be home until probably after 12 o'clock. Okay, and I'm talking about 12 o'clock Sunday morning. But I just wanted to give y'all this. So, excuse me. That's how much I love y'all. I really do. Because y'all love me, and I'm here for it. But anyway, I was just like, you can't be telling people your business, because we going to be pissed off. And then you back with them, and you all to the good with them and everything, and we still pissed off. Okay? And that's how it is with Josh and Latrice. I do feel like Josh is a good friend, and he just don't want to see his friend getting hurt and mistreated, because he probably done seen her get hurt and mistreated already in the past. You know what I'm saying? And, that's just how it is. Some people can take it, some people can't. I wouldn't be able to take my friend getting mistreated. And even when they say take a step back, if I take a step back, I'm going to have to just not be your friend anymore. Because if I can't vocalize sometimes what's going on, how I feel, and you don't receive it well, I can't sit back and just watch you go through some messed up stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just not on me. All right. Meanwhile, moving on from that, let's get to Tambra right quick, because I don't know what's going on with Tambra at this point. Tambra is going to the Magic City Classic, okay? And we've been talking about this in a couple of reality shows across the board this past couple of weeks. The first time I heard about it was actually on, because I'm not a football person, I don't do all that stuff or whatever. First time I kind of heard about it was on College Hill this season, okay? And so you got that going on, and she's doing a tailgating. Now, I have never went to a homecoming game, college-wise or whatever. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I didn't go to a HBCU. And of course, y'all already know how I feel about that. I was supposed to either be in Spelman or Clark Atlanta. I really was. I was supposed to be in the ACU. You know what I'm saying? And I just really wasn't there, and I regret that to this day. You know, and it ain't even my fault. It's my mama's fault. But hey, it is what it is. She was paying the tuition, so bitch, I can't say nothing at this point. But anyway, you know, you got that going on. And you know, she said her manager whatever told her to come on down to the tailgate. So I guess that was him, Quasi or whatever. And so I said, tailgate. Ooh, what are we tailgating? Now, when I think of tailgating, okay, when they go to football games, now I done seen people at football games, baseball games, but mostly football games, they be out there in the parking lot or whatever, or they'll have a little get together, you know, right before they at their cars, they pull out the grill, they got their little you know, seats and everything, and they just doing the damn thing. They all camaraderie coming through, you know, we having a good time chopping it up and everything, woo woo wooing and all that. And you know, I'm sitting here like, what the food at? Baby, y'all ain't even got no chips? You ain't got no chips? Like, what's going on? What tailgating at? Okay, where your little tent at? Where your setup at? So, you know, who winds up showing up? Show Gucci was the only one that showed up. So Gucci and D, her daughter that we saw last season, they was the only one that showed up. Now, according to Tambra, she said she invited the other girls or whatever, but the other girls don't see it for her. And we see, Tambra said she invited the girls, but we see that a lot of the girls said that they didn't get no invite. One of the main ones that said that they didn't get no invite was Marie, okay? And she said, listen, bitch, baby, we ain't fucking with her because she just laughed too much. Baby, Akeisha said, girl, I got an invite. Okay, I'm gonna go. I didn't go because I didn't want to go. And I said, thank you. Thank you for being. Listen, Akeisha, girl, I just might like you this season, okay? Because you said that shit for real. You said it real and plain. I just didn't want to go. I ain't no excuse. I just didn't want to go. Okay, fuck that bitch right about now. I just don't want to go. You know, keep it real, keep it trill, keep it simple. Okay, and then you know, Latrice, of course, she wasn't coming. Letitia just don't see it for Tambra at this point. Everybody just think the bitch is a liar. Okay, that's just all it is. And honestly, I feel like she a liar too. You know what? She makes me so sick sometimes, and sick in a point where she has a fake personality, and you cannot deny that. And I feel like because she has to put on airs in the field that she is in, you know, she's in the radio field, so you know she has that radio persona that she puts on. And I just don't understand, why did she choose to talk like that? And I'm gonna say it just about every time. Because it's become so noticeable that that is not how she really speaks. Because we heard how she speaks when she was talking to So Gucci, okay? When they was at the tailgate situation. And then we see how she speaks when she's in the confessional. She try to speak extra proper, right? Like she trying to enunciate every letter in the word. And that is like, I believe, her radio voice. And I just don't understand why she needs a radio voice instead of just having her regular voice, okay? Because I feel as though if I'm listening to you on a radio, that voice would have made me, that you use in your confessionals or whatever, that would make me want to turn the channel. I would think that, you know, talking in your regular tone is more down to earth. It's connect more with the viewers. And it'd be like, oh, I'm talking to my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feel like, a little conversational type of situation. You know, that's like if I would have got on here and be like, oh my goodness, you guys, let me tell you guys what exactly went on today. Okay, so I was down at the movie theaters. Girl. And then I went to go see The Little Mermaid. And oh my God, it was so awesome. It was so amazing. Y'all would have been like, girl, that ain't even you. Okay, that's how I feel with Tambra. Baby, The Little Mermaid. Let me just tell y'all this. The Little Mermaid was really, really good. I have to keep on coming back to that. I just don't understand how come it turned into a horror movie towards the end. Like, wow, it really turned into a horror movie. Like that CGI big ass Ursula really, it just kind of shook me a little bit. I can't get over it. I said, why did it have to look like that? It looks demonic. But you know, everybody and their mama always calling everything that look a little different demonic. But it did. It did. You know, I ain't one of them girls that say shit like that, but it did. I was sitting in the theater like, The fuck is this? Anyway. But Tambra, we need to be real. Demond ain't there with you. Okay? So Gucci peeked that and she was like, who was that? That's Quasi, that's the manager, I think. I always see him around. I ain't never said nothing to him. So he come over there because Tamara was like, Quasi, Quasi, come on over here, come over here. You know, and she was just happy. I feel like because they trying to make it bigger than what it was. Now, granted, we don't know what the state of her and Demond is because truth be told, I really feel like it's a fake situation for a storyline in order to get her back on the show. That's just what it was because I feel like season 1, she really gave not that much, but everybody else gave more than her. So she spiced it up a little bit by bringing a man into the situation and then him possibly being with somebody else, giving her storyline for season 2. And now she's back for season 3 because, yeah, we got to bring her back on to see if she going to fix these relationships because she lied on everybody just about. That's how they're trying to make it seem like. But at the same time, it's like, it's just not giving real, okay? And I don't like the fact that they're trying to make it seem as if, you know, her and Quasi may have something going on because even Dee said, I picked up on that. It was like, you know, she was real happy to see him. She was like, come here, Quasi, and all that stuff. And I was like, they're at a tailgating event. They're at homecoming. The atmosphere is just really like wild and fun and exciting. And, you know, she could be happy because she's there. She could be happy also because somebody actually did show up to support her at her event or whatever. She could be happy because, you know, her manager does good work for her or whatever. It's many of things. I just didn't automatically think that there was any real chemistry like that to think that, you know, her and Quasi could be doing something. Like, I just didn't get that. I feel like that was a reach. Okay. Moving on from that, we get this whole situation with, so Gucci, she was having a boot camp type situation. And before that, Cliff had met up, not Cliff, but JJ had met up with Cliff at his house, okay? Brought some deer meat. We got this guy, got darn deer meat, okay? Because, you know, got darn it, I went on ahead and went over there to Cliff house because, got darn it, he let me go out there and hunt on his land, got darn it. And so I just brought him back some got darn deer meat. I said, bitch, if you say got darn it one more time, got darn this, got darn that. Truth be told, you cannot dislike JJ. JJ messy as hell. And I realized that this episode because he said some shit that I was sitting here looking at like, what? I said, excuse me, what? Come again, sir. But, you know, he was sitting down there, and when I tell you he gonna get the ball running, I said, so you've been listening to what your wife been telling you or whatever. Your wife been like, man, I can't believe Latrice did what she did. I was up here about to get her this building and all that stuff. She had me looking for this building and everything, and then she gonna go and sign off with somebody else and not even tell me while I was in the process of trying to get the building and woo. I said, so you done told your man all of that. Because don't be acting like y'all don't be telling y'all spouse what's been going on. And, you know, especially niggas, I'm going to just tell y'all this. Men love gossip just as much as women do. And probably even more. Because you could be on the phone with your homegirl talking about something and he don't even know nothing about it. And they going to be trying to listen to. Okay? I didn't seen it with my own eyes. I didn't seen the mess with my own eyes. Y'all are just as messy as us. All right? If not more. But, so he go over there and he telling Cliff about, you know, this whole thing. You need to talk to your wife because Latrice, you know, kind of played so Gucci and got this building from somebody else and all this stuff. Girl, I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. You gonna tell that man that he needs to get his wife, check his wife, basically. He probably didn't say it in those words, but that's how I interpret it. You need to check your wife because your wife kind of fucked up for what she did. I said, oh, not in the man's home, but Cliff didn't play into it, okay? You know, Cliff gonna have his woman's side on that, like, you know, it's a business thing. This is not about personal stuff, it's a business thing. But at the end of the day, Cliff is correct, it's business, but they were also in the process of, you know, trying to become friends or, you know, be better friends. I don't know if they was friends in the beginning, but Latrice did say that she brought So Gucci in and she made So Gucci. She was like, I said you ain't make nobody, all right? Let's stop. I wish y'all would stop with that narrative. Okay, you could say I brought you onto the show, but please don't say that you made somebody because you did not make nobody because you don't want nobody to say that they made you, okay? You made yourself. That's just what it is. The only people that actually made you is your mom and your daddy, okay? That's it. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here. But other than that, you made yourself. You helped contribute to make yourself as to what you are today. We cannot take that away, okay? But I was sitting there like, "Ooh, Cliff, please don't go away, JJ." And then all of a sudden, here come Glenn ass. I said, "Glenn, why are you here?" All right, Glenn, that girl, they started talking about relationships. They started talking about the baby shower. We'll get onto the baby shower in a minute because Star is about to have a baby shower. If you don't know, Star is pregnant, right? So I think that one point, correct me if I'm wrong, when they was talking about somebody getting married and it was a shotgun marriage because they was pregnant or whatever, was JJ talking about him and Selena, or was he talking about when Cliff and him was like messing around with the same girl or whatever at one point? Remember when he said that last season? Because that's what it sounded like. I was really confused. Because girl, sometimes baby, they need subtitles on both JJ and Cliff. They gave us subtitles on Cliff. I can't remember if they gave us subtitles on JJ. Okay, but you know, it was cute enough. Okay, but let's get to the meat. Well, before that, let's get to this little boot camp. So again, so Gucci had this event where she invited all of the women there. She didn't know if everybody was going to show up. Tambra actually was the first one that came. Tambra said, "Listen, bitch, I'm going to be here because she supported my business and my event, so I'm going to support hers." I said, understandable. So then, you know, Letitia, she showed up. First of all, JJ said, "It is 100 and some degrees outside, baby. It is too damn hot out here." She said, "Well, you burn more calories because it's hot." Bitch, he said, "Listen, it was so goddamn hot, my ponytail was frizzing up. Had it just swaying in the wind like a fucking horsetail." I said, "Now, JJ, don't do that, okay? Let's stop." See, you cannot help it but fucking laugh at JJ. Even at his stupidity sometimes. Like, it's just really, really funny. But Letitia showed up. And Letitia said, "Okay, so I looked up all this information so we can do the yoga or whatever, because I ain't never did the yoga and all that stuff." So Gucci said, "This ain't no yoga shit. This is boot camp. Like, we actually finna be doing some physical shit." Letitia stopped dead in her tracks and she said, "Huh?" She was holding that yoga mat like, "Oh, wait a minute. I didn't got the yoga outfit. I didn't got the mat. And you mean to tell me we finna do like a strenuous, workout and stuff? Bitch, if that's the case, I wouldn't have came." Okay, I said, listen, back in the day, Ashley probably would have been the same way. Like, hold up, this is a little bit much. This is a little bit much. But I said, "Letitia, you gonna knock it out." So Gucci, they always try to get you with the, "Oh, it ain't gonna be that hard. It ain't gonna be that hard. It's gonna be real cute. It's gonna be," no. And then next thing you know, 10 minutes in, bitch, you about died. I thought you said it wasn't gonna be that hard. It's hot out here, okay? I'm about to melt, But it was good that she was a trooper and she, stayed or whatever. The whole situation with the girls, and girl, they just don't fuck with Tambra, okay? Ain't nobody really trying to talk to Tambra. It is crazy. Then Latrice and because so Gucci didn't know if Latrice was gonna show up. And my whole thing is I'm here for inviting people, but obviously Latrice don't realize that it's a issue between her and So Gucci. And I hate the way on these reality shows how they have them like, dragging out the issue instead of just going ahead and confronting the issue right then and there so that we can go on to something else and we won't have to drag it out. I guess they do it for dramatics or whatever. I don't know, so that we can have something to watch, because if you clear it up right away, we ain't gonna have nothing to watch. You mean to tell me you ain't that interested to get some more stuff, But hey, I feel like this whole situation between Latrice and So Gucci is kind of petty. We'll get to it. But So Gucci was, I guess, a little bit appreciative that Latrice was there. She was surprised that she showed up, but she was being petty with her, trying to tell her, you was late and all this stuff, and oh, you need to take this serious. And I said, first of all, don't reprimand me, all right? Please don't reprimand me. And I was with Latrice when Maurice finally showed up. Gucci didn't give her all that flavor that she was giving Latrice, okay? Like, what's the deal? I said Latrice because she's not really fucking with you right now. That's just all that it is. And if you can't figure it out, I'm pretty sure you figured it out right then and there. So Gucci said this ain't the time to confront her and to talk to her about anything. We're going to let that go for right now. And we just going to go ahead and do what we got to do. And we're going to get the hell about this goddamn son. Okay, cool. But now let's go over here to Latrice. Not Latrice, but So Gucci and JJ. When we first see them, they at the house or whatever, and we come to find out, like, we knew that Star was pregnant. We knew that D had the baby. We know that after everything that went down at the reunion and on last season, the girls, Jay's girls and D, they became a little bit closer. You know, they kind of worked on their relationship just a little bit, so they're a little bit better. We saw that Star and D showed up at the house together. You know what I'm saying? And now Star and D actually have something in common. They're both mothers or about to be mothers, and so I guess that brought them a little bit closer as well. Now we get a little, excuse me, a little bit background on Star's situation. Star not only is pregnant, she is also married. And I said, wait a minute, you married? And not only is she married, she had a wedding and she got married. And JJ didn't know nothing about it. He found out about it on social media. And I said, whoa. Whoa. Like, what was the relationship? And I need an actual understanding as to what was going on. I don't know if they really went deep into it like that. But of course, he kind of blamed it on Selena, his ex-wife, and D4L. All right, and they was like they was married for 12 years, and they basically was separating, was about to get a divorce 4 years into it, and it just took forever to get the divorce. Okay, but my whole thing is this. Now, to put it all on Selena, it just did not sit well with me because Star is grown, all right? Star is of age, and Star made that decision to go ahead and to get married and to not tell you. Now, I'm just trying to figure out what is the relationship like between Star and JJ to the point where she couldn't even come to you and tell you that she was getting married. And not only that, her fiance or partner at the time didn't even come and feel the need to talk to you and say, hey, what's good, you know what I'm saying, my name is so and so, I love your daughter, I want to have her hand in marriage, do you approve or whatever, can I get your blessing? It's a respect thing. Okay, they don't necessarily have to do that, but I would expect you to, because it's a respect thing. That's one thing I won't budge on. Okay, but I just felt like it's a little weird. And then you putting it on, Selena, and trying to say that the kids kind of got into it with So Gucci or whatever, or was feeling some type of way about So Gucci because Selena is the one that's poisoning their minds against So Gucci. This is what So Gucci is saying, okay, too. And I'm sitting here like, what? Now, we ain't realized, like, last season, y'all kind of made it. I mean, Selena really wasn't mentioned that much, but when y'all did mention it, it made it seem like everybody was all to the good. You know what I'm saying? And now there's all of a sudden issues, or it probably was been issues, and y'all was just waiting to develop y'all, see your position on the show to develop this storyline and to put y'all issues out there. And now you're saying that it's issues with Selena. JJ trying to say JJ did say Selena is jealous of So Gucci. Honestly, I feel like that's a lie. I don't feel like So Gucci is jealous of Selena, and I damn sure don't feel like Selena is jealous of So Gucci. That's my opinion. I just feel like it could be something that's going on. It could be JJ telling them each different things. I don't know. And at one point, even Latrice said, you just mad at me because you can't be mad at me because your husband is still in love with his ex-wife. Okay. And I feel that. I feel that. Okay. For him to say that Selena is jealous, like, girl, sir, what? And again, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly went down. Like, why wouldn't Star come to him and let him know what's up? That's just really weird. Okay, Selena is throwing a baby shower and everything, and he's happy that Star is having a boy. Wanted the baby to be named Samaje, which is James spelled backwards. She was like, no, he's going to be a junior. Okay, that is what he's going to be. He's going to have his daddy's name, and that's all to it. Okay, but that's a little bit, that's end of discussion. But, that whole jealousy shit, I said, see how messy men can be? That is some messy stuff. That's what I was talking about when I said JJ is messy, all right? And y'all think that they jealous of each other? I just feel like it's one of those situations where, I don't know, like miscommunication, one want to have the upper hand, and I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily jealousy. I don't know. Because I really don't know the dynamic between Selena and JJ's marriage and relationship for me to say that she's jealous or still wants something to do with JJ too. And I don't know. He's a funny guy. He's a charming guy. So I could see how people can be attracted to him in that sense. But at the same time, I just don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? Put it in the comments. That's what I really want to know. Then we had this baby shower girl. The baby shower, you know, we got everybody showing up. Obviously, people knew Selena. Latrice knew Selena. I think at one point, Letitia knew Selena. And they all knew her before the show and all that stuff. So Gucci was surprised that Latrice was there. And, you know, not only that, so Gucci, you was being kind of negative. You was being kind of negative. We ain't got to talk mess about the baby shower, the comparing and the contrasting. See, like I said, it's a competition. That's what it came off as, you know. Well, if you gonna have this because you ain't got this because she ain't got the food out, where the bottles of water, you only got the lemonade over there, and it's like, see, you got your kids sitting on this or whatever, but when I gave my kids they were sitting up in chairs outside and they look like kings and queens and all this stuff. I said, so Gucci, your shit look just as cheap. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit look just as cheap. Okay, come on. It's so cheap to do some shit. It was cheaper to do it outside because you ain't got to pay for the fucking building, bitch, or wherever they was at. And you ain't got to put that many decorations up, okay? But, your shit was just as cheap, okay? So, hey, I don't get the comparison. I don't understand that. It's like unnecessary division, unnecessary mess for no reason. I just wasn't here for that. And I feel like JJ is not going to help the situation. I honestly feel like JJ is not going to help smooth over this situation between him, Selena, and So Gucci. I really don't feel like it. And then, you know, she see Latrice and you know, she want to have a talk with Latrice, and I'm just sitting here like, so you didn't want to have a talk with her at your event because you ain't want to, you know, you didn't, it wasn't the time, but you decided that it's the time to have a talk with her at somebody else's event. So just in case a scene might pop off, you okay with a scene popping off at somebody else's events that's close to you? That didn't make sense to me either, okay? And I was just like, that's kind of messed up, but all right, we got to have some drama. That's all I can keep on thinking and keep on saying. We got to have some drama. We got to have some drama. And I'm just sitting here like, so you about to talk to her about this whole situation with this building, and I understand that you feel as though, you know, and I even said last week that it was kind of messed up that, you know, Latrice didn't at least reach out and say, hey, we're going to go to somebody else. That's where Latrice went wrong for me. But the fact that she found somebody else who can get the results that she wanted right away, that wasn't wrong. Okay. Even if this is how you do stuff. You compare, you contrast, go to this person, go to this person. And if you had the better option, the better person gave her results that she wanted. And she went with that, you know, but at the end of the day, it gets murky because y'all are friends, or was at least trying to become friends. And she thought that, you know, you would at least give her she probably just wanted a heads up, okay? I feel as though, again, where Latrice messed up was simply not giving her a heads up that she going to somebody else because they have a personal relationship so that it wouldn't have no drama in between like it is now. That's where she messed up at. But other than that, it is business. And so, Gucci, what you need to do is to just move the fuck on and to go find somebody else that's going to want your service, okay? That's just what it is. Like, and Latrice has said that you only showed her one building, and I guess you was taking too long. You was taking too long, and time is money and all that shit. But at the end of the day, I mean, nobody won because Latrice got a building that she ain't even in because it ain't even fixed. No shade, but I just feel like it's petty. Like, let the shit go. You finna mess up your relationship just because of this thing. You're acting like this girl then really sabotaged you and she was trashing your business and all that stuff or whatever and saying you was a horrible this and a horrible that, and that ain't even the case. And you got Latrice, not Latrice, but you got Marie at the boot camp saying, I told you she was a snake. She'll stab you in your back. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay? Like, girl, don't, like, I'm trying to give you a second chance. I'm trying to give you a clean slate. But so far, we ain't seen shit about what your life is going on right about now. And you still harping on this shit between you and Latrice. This is, the way that whole beef between her and Latrice started, it was Marie's fault, okay? because she was just doing too fucking much. But anyway, she still is. It was a to be continued type of situation, okay? And I was just like, girl, all right, if that's what we gonna do, that's what we gonna do. But it was a cute little episode. I enjoyed it. I was here for it. I see where it's going, and see, I like stuff like this. They ain't giving us too much drama. They giving us a little taste. Okay, they letting that shit build, and I like that. I don't like shit right off the bat, because I'm gonna be taking it back. Like, where the fuck did this come from? But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Again, I apologize that it's late. Y'all know already what's going on, but I'm giving it to y'all, okay? So y'all won't have to wait too long. And I will see you guys later. Enjoy your weekend, because Ashley will enjoy hers. And you know what? Take that back. F everybody who got a freaking 3-day weekend. And then some of y'all was telling me, oh, bitch, I got a 4-day. F you, okay? F you, because I don't. I have to work tomorrow, and I have to work Sunday, and I have to show up. Imagine that. I have to get up early in the morning to go to work tomorrow, okay? And then I ain't even going to have enough time to come home, take a nap so I could be refreshed for the concert. I'm literally going right from work to the concert. You know, but that's fine, because I'm going to find some energy somewhere. And then I'm going to have to come home and take my ass to sleep just to go back to work the next day. Who does that? I hate that. When I go to concerts, I got to take the next day off, bitch. Okay, because 9 and 10, my body going to be hurt. I would be trashed. I'm gonna be trashed the fuck up at work. And then it's Memorial Day. I only got Memorial Day off. Everybody else got Friday and Sunday off, and Memorial Day. F y'all. But have fun and enjoy yourself. I'll see y'all later. Peace.